Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 142nd episode of PandTha Talks.
Hello!
We're finally back after like over a month.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, has it been insane?
Jesus Christ, where?
What?
And that's the end of the 142nd episode.
yeah, that's how quick it's going to be. We're done already, right? See you guys later. No, honestly, it's been a crazy month. It really has. Lots of things have happened, but we're finally back. I've got a new PC, which I'm very happy about. It's working tremendously well. I'm pretty certain things should actually be a lot nicer in the recording side as well, and also for everything else, but I've got to still adjust it, so take the next couple of weeks as slow and steady. I'll figure it out as time goes on. On top of that, we have over a month of news to fucking cover in a small episode. So we're just going for the keynotes pretty much. And moving forwards, if there's nothing like on a week, the plan is pretty much we'll cover something that we missed within that time period. Because I took a lot of notes. I just never fucking did it. Because we finished and we couldn't come back for a bit because of everything that was happening. It was a mess, man. But yeah, we're here, we're back, we're all doing well. So let's, we're doing as well as we can, as well as we do. So I think that's the only way to describe how we work. But yeah,
it's pretty accurate.
We're going to now get into starting. So let's actually take a look at some of what's happened over the last month. So this happened literally a couple days ago, but Metro 2039 was announced, which... phenomenal. I love the Metro games. They are fantastic. I mean, even if you just take a look at the history of the Metro games, you know, just taking a look at like the prior scores and everything, every Metro game has got a pretty damn good score under the belt.
Look at that sale at the minute.
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot I've not got this muted at the moment. There we go. So, we're looking at Exodus at the moment, which is the most recent game, 87% positive out of 33,000 reviews. That's some good numbers.
Yeah.
£3.97, by the way, or £5.24 if you want to get all the DLC with it. You can't go wrong for that price.
Nope.
Yeah, you cannot whinge.
Like that. The game's not that old either, is it?
Oh no, it released... Oh no, 2019. Fuck me, I am old.
Really?
I am fucking old, man. Yeah, up to 90% sales on this at the moment. So Gold Edition, yeah, £5.24. Exodus, 2033 Redux and Last Light Redux. I'm going to look at these because, let's be honest, the older ones are no longer really taken into account. So 2033 to start with is 88% positive out of 26,809 reviews. Solid again. And that's £1.77 on sale. And then we got Last Light, 88% positive out of 19,562 reviews. And £1.77 on sale again.
Pretty good.
I mean, you cannot complain of that. The VR game is also on sale at the moment. It's on 50% off. That has got 74% positive out of 1,712 reviews. Not surprising. Let's be honest here. Not many people...
wipe the mask off when you're wearing it.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
I feel like that's something they would actually do.
Yeah, they've got to. So, what even is actually the negatives written for this? Russian, yes. Graphics are good.
Trustworthy.
Yeah, graphics are good. Rest of the game, not so much. Gameplay so boring. That's sad.
Is this for the VR one?
Yeah.
I think it's more meant to be the, because it's a VR version, it's more meant to be the experience of it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's one of them. If it drops to a decent price, I wouldn't pick it up for £17.49, but if it drops for a decent price, you pick it up, you take a look, see if it goes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, it's good to see that they're on sale, which is always nice. Everyone always likes a nice sale. And on top of that, the fact that a new Metro game is coming, even better. I have truly missed the Metro franchise. I think they always did really well. Apparently, it's the next landmark FPS. Not surprising at all. Journey to the dark heart, a post-apocalyptic Moscow in harrowing conflict with the very soul, for the very soul of the Metro. So we're continuing.
They always were a different feeling type of game when it came to the graphics.
Oh yeah, they made you feel like everything was gloomy and it wasn't possible to come back from. It was always so interesting. I enjoyed Exodus. It just took some time to get into. Still never completed it. Still want to. But like
I think I'm in a similar boat, to be honest.
Yeah, the modern graphics that they're showing in these screenshots, like, it reminds me a bit of Stalker 2. And
everybody knows how we feel about Stalker 2.
Yeah, I'm all up for that. Stalker 2 actually recently just dropped a new update, thinking about it. It's not a major one, but there's a new set of story missions that they've added for free.
Oh, nice.
So, it was always nice of them to do, like. It's a Sealed Truth content update. And there's a new quest line starting and new locations to go to, new dungeon area, some new fixes as always. Basic stuff. But yeah, it's good to see. And let's be honest, everyone's wanted a new Metro game for a long, long, long time. I think everyone's very happy that, yes, we finally got one coming. And it comes out this year, winter this year, which is fantastic. I'm really appreciating that game developers are starting to go back to that time of when we announce a game, it's not going to be 5 years away. Rockstar, I'm looking at you.
5 years, mate. 5 fucking years.
Well, yeah. How long has it been now?
Like 13 years? Wasn't GTA 5 2013 or something?
6 announced. Was first announced in February 2024. So we're at 4 years
so far.
And
when was GTA 5 released?
Yeah, we don't talk about when it was released because, let's be honest, that's just... Yeah, GTA 55. Thanks, keyboard. Still need to sort that problem.
What are we looking at that? 4517?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah, 17th of September. Fuck me. I still remember when I dropped on PC in 2014, 2015. I was waiting up. I left my PC on to install it. The install fucked up. I set it going about 1 o'clock in the morning. Went to bed because I had school the next day. Woke up at 6 o'clock. Played for an hour. Went to school. I was exhausted. Back in the time, though, when you were proper hyped for games.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Remember when that's how you actually felt about games?
Yeah.
And now you're seeing upcoming releases, and you're like, oh, that might be cool. Might also be a buggy mess. Probably going to be early access, DLCs before full game release.
Yep.
Man, it's so upsetting.
So, the next bit of news I have, Will, is all Steam update news. Things that Steam are planning to add. And I found out about a lot of this while I was on this little hiatus. But the first one I'm going to mention to you, I think, is a phenomenal idea. Steam explores an FPS prediction tool to estimate game performance before purchase.
Damn, that'd be insane.
How phenomenal would that be? That would change PC gaming drastically for a lot of people. Because a lot of us don't want to. And worry about
that. Is that just going to sort of take from your current system, or do you think you can just like sort of input whatever you want?
I think it's going to be a case of it's going to take from our current system, because you know when we go into our settings from time to time. Let me just move this over for a second while I figure this out. There's a specific location you can go to, and basically it will tell you your specs for your account as you've got at the moment. It's like you can also change it very quickly to... I don't think it's on there. I might have to have a look in my own time. I'll pull up a photo if I can find it. But basically, you've got an area within Steam that actually tells you what your specs are, because you're them voluntary surveys where you tell them what your specs are currently. It just pulls them and then sends them off. Well, I think it's going to utilize that system. You agree to it, and then it'll allow it to estimate in the future. But I think this will be phenomenal, not just for us currently, but think about the Steam machine.
Yeah, I would say, though, for a system like yours, it's not really going to be very useful.
Oh, no.
Because, let's be honest, if you're getting low FPS in the game is not...
The game's fucked, yeah.
Either that, or we've hit like a new generation of graphics, and then you have to spend another $7,000 to get the latest GPU to run it.
I didn't spend anywhere near $7,000. Heck you.
No, I'm saying for the next one.
No, I know. I know where you're going from, though.
I think it's going to be really good for people with a lower tier system. It's like a sort of common holdback for them on getting games.
Yeah.
It's a case of, if my PC can't run it, then I basically can't play it, and so there's no point in me getting it. But if you're able to see an estimation of FPS for what your system can do. It means they can at least get a bit more confidence in purchasing a game.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to be a wasted purchase and then, I've got to go through Steam's refund policy. Don't get me wrong, Steam's refund policy is fantastic in my opinion, but I think this is going to help a lot more. It is.
It's such a shitty feeling having to refund the game. Because not only is it a case of you've now missed out on a new game to play, but it's also the developer then doesn't get that sale.
Yeah, exactly that. And I genuinely think this will be phenomenal. 2 months ago, Valve added an opt-in option to a Steam beta that lets users submit anonymized frame rate data. The stated goal at this time was improving compatibility on SteamOS devices, but a sharp-eyed user on Rosetta spotted something bigger hiding in the latest build. Strings and logic pointing to a full frame rate estimator feature. I genuinely do believe this will be a phenomenal idea. I really do. And I hope we get it, because we've all seen the Steam hardware survey. We know Steam take this data. We know people give it happily because, let's be honest, all we're telling them is this is what we're running. It doesn't impact anything.
Like, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, there's no issue with it. But I think it's a fantastic idea. I think there'll be a lot of benefits from it. Heck yeah, let's do this properly. I think it's great.
Yep.
So, that's one feature. Next, we move on to another one.
Yes.
Valve's updated its Steam pricing tools for developers. They now offer 3 ways to set regional pricing for games. Simple currency exchange rate, purchasing power parity based on what people can actually afford, or a mix of multiple data sources. For a $60 US game, that can mean very different prices in other countries, like €51 euros, €43 or €62 in parts of Europe. The change is optional. Existing games stay the same unless prices updated. So basically, they could make it so if you're in a poorer country, we can drop it so actually people can afford it better within that country. So that means you're getting more sales and less pirates.
Nice.
I think it's a really good idea, to be honest. It's not something I personally have much use in, but I think it'd be phenomenal for so many people around the world. I'll take that as a win.
I mean, we're always talking about games being more accessible for more people, and that's another, like, between the FPS estimation and the different price evaluation, depending on where you are, is both helping towards more people getting more games.
Exactly that. And honestly, I think it's a phenomenal idea overall. I think it'll be highly beneficial. I think people will be a lot happier. And as I said before, there was a guy who actually stated, I think it was Pirate Software before he went and did what he did. Yeah. But what he said, and he is quite right in what he said back then, which is they looked at where places... So they looked at basically the statistics of where places are that there are the highest rates of piracy. And if you look at it, for even like a few minutes, you can tell these are places where games are stupidly expensive to say that they're... And the typical salary for people over there was less than what the game was costing. And it's like, well, obviously you're not going to get many sales there. No wonder piracy is so high there. So drop the price. It sorts the problem. And people are more happy to purchase if you do this. So yeah, it's logical. So, next thing, Will. It should be a fun one for you. So Natalie Vock, a Valve engineer, Valve Linux graphics contractor, has open-sourced kernel patches that use Linux daemon C groups to protect foreground games. Basically, what this means, background apps and overlays now spill to system RAM first instead of evicting the game's critical VRAM assets. So you know how before you could have VRAM leaks where it prioritized hitting your VRAM immediately instead of going for the RAM first?
Yeah.
Well, they've just basically fixed that issue. They've made it so it's completely within expected variables. In real testing with Cyberpunk 2077 on high settings, this resulted in stable frame times with 0 gradual stutters, keeping around 7.4 gigabytes in fast VRAM. This could make affordable SteamOS gaming far more viable than the specs alone suggest. Valve to make 8 gigabytes enough in 2026 with optimizations less. And
we're seeing a lot of games come with massive spikes in required VRAM. So if they have a way to lower that, that's going to make again gaming more affordable because you don't need to go out and spend $5,000 on a 5090.
Yeah,
just to play some Minecraft.
That's the thing. They're also saying this is on SteamOS, so it's on Linux basically. But if the only issue that you've got to really take over is you're running that Linux operating system to be able to run games at that decency, you're going to take it on.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. It means Linux is going to SteamOS will probably start having more users over time than some parts of Windows for gaming anyways. It'll never work in the industry space, but you know what I mean.
You got to remember, there's still a lot of games that just can't support Linux users.
Exactly. I think
I know Rust for one doesn't because of issues. Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. Valve are apparently looking into that at the moment as well. This is the thing. If they could fix that issue, so there would be anti-cheats built up for SteamOS, for example, I don't think I'd have any reason to remain on Windows. Brutally honest. I think I could switch. But they need that to work first, because I can't make the change at the moment. But if there was no issues and I could play any game off Linux, what reason would I have then to remain on Windows? I can't see one. Just being straight up, I really can't. So, on to another interesting thing that happened while we were off. This happened on the 24th of March, so almost a month ago now. Epic, recently, they had to up the price of V-Bucks. I don't know if you heard about this.
You're joking.
No, I'm not. The reason they came out with is basically they could not afford to host the servers and the games and stuff because Fortnite is currently falling. It's crumbling a little bit. Not completely. It's still got its fan base. But yeah, it's not holding up like it used to. And then literally less than a month later, this happened. Sadly, I was impacted by today's layoffs at Epic. Still processing, as I just found out like 20 minutes ago. Probably going to jump straight into the job hunt. If anyone has got any leads for environment art roles, I would appreciate it greatly. Guess who got laid off today? I am genuinely so confused and bewildered. Like I spent the last week debugging the rivalry system while recovering from pneumonia. And just the past few days, I've had multiple directors tell me how much they appreciate everything I do. I have done so much for this company and our games. So many late nights, so many weekends, so many live events and competitive events, and new features and new seasons. Solid performance reviews every time, with multiple people mentioning how critical I am and what an impact I make across multiple teams, just to be thrown out. I don't get it. I feel really bad for these guys. There was over 1,000 people that was impacted within this job cut. And it's just because, effectively, the reason is like this. Epic, as they stated, they needed more money because they couldn't afford to keep the lights on effectively due to Fortnite's dropping popularity and people buying less. So all them people that they hired in the height of COVID when their game was blowing the fuck up, they're now having to get rid of bit by bit. This is the second layoff that they've done in recent time. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And if it's dropping that badly, at this point, we're just going to see more and more.
Exactly. I can't see them holding up as well as they're claiming. And this is after, obviously, the constant attacks on Valve and others. And yeah, it's a mess. Speaking of the attacks on Valve, I recently found out that I could kick myself off of being part of that lawsuit against Valve. So I did that. I voluntarily kicked myself off. My partner did the same. I've been sending it around to people that live in the UK so that I can just get them to like pull out of the lawsuit just in case. It means that we don't get any money, but at the same time, it also means a hit against them. So I'm fine. Oh no, I don't. Yeah, get
what was it we were gonna end up getting? Yeah, a couple quid.
Yeah, it's fucking nothing.
Get a couple of quid over a massive, terrible change in Valve? No, not very worth.
Yeah, not worth it at all. So, The final thing I have for this week, and then we're just going to ramble, I think, for a while about things and bits and bats. Crimson Desert. Dear God, have I got a bit obsessed with this game. So it dropped literally a month ago today. I will start by saying this, and it's very much how I feel. The story is dog shit. That is all I can say on the story. It doesn't make sense. It's just baffling. However, the gameplay, I mean, the words on screen there was fucking perfectly timed, just phenomenal. Yes, exactly that. That is how I feel about the gameplay. The mechanics are amazing. There is so much to fucking do in the game. They're doing their best not to fucking DLC it up with everything. The only fucking cosmetic thing behind a purchase is the deluxe pack. And even then, people have found shit that looks 10 times better in-game for fucking free. Honestly, the amount of stuff that you can do in this game. You know, when we first looked at it, we watched a video a fair few months back about some guy, he was fighting in a wheat field against someone else. It was a while ago now. But basically, when we looked at that, I thought, that combat style looks a bit shite. Not my sort of thing. Then I started playing it. That combat style got very easy to follow very quickly, and now I just RKO people and fucking repeatedly stab their corpse.
This sounds like a blast.
Yeah, it really is. There's nothing that I, can't find that I'm enjoying. The side quests in it, by the way, amazing. Truly, they are amazing. So much fun. You can have an absolute blast. And I just don't know what to say, though, about the setting. Like, it's medieval, then there's guns, then there's cannons, then there's sci-fi shit. And I'm like, the fuck is this? But then at the same time, like, actually, I don't care. You're trying to tell me a story that makes no sense. But you're giving me new tools to kill shit, and I'm very happy about that. Honestly, I've not played a game like it before, where I can happily just sit and go back and play this countless times. I mean, how many hours am I at now, thinking about it? Let's see. There you go. So I'm at 23.6 hours so far. I've almost completed the main story, and then I realised, oh, actually, to get the tutorials, they don't tell you that you need to do side quests. Apologies. Sneezing was needed. Thank you. Yeah, they don't tell you, though, that you need to do side quests to, get the tutorials for everything and build up your camp, and that's how you get, more tutorials on shit. So I went back and decided to start doing that, and now I've realised just how much I can do in this fucking game. Jesus Christ. Oh, I need logs. Okay, I'll go and cut some fucking trees down. Oh, I need some minerals. Okay, I'll go mining for a bit. It doesn't look like it has these features, but it does. I don't know why, but it does. But there's just so fucking much to do. And honestly, it's one of them games that you don't go back for the story. You go back for the side quests, the crazy shit you can do, and the mechanics. And it really has just stood up and showed exactly what we've said quite a few times over the years. The mechanics are what matters, even if you fuck up a story. The mechanics are what is going to pull you through. I think this game proves that in a really good way, to be honest. Plus, who doesn't want to ride a bear around? That's all I've got to say on that matter. So yeah, if you're looking at Crimson Desert and you're thinking, oh, it doesn't look very good, or, you decide to do the Sony route of going, we're giving refunds to everyone because it's a cyberpunk-esque disaster. No, it's not. It's really not. Oh, you can also get a pet cat who lives on your shoulder, effectively, and will just, sit up there while you're fighting with people.
Why not?
Yeah. You can get pet cats, dogs, and everything else. It's fantastic. I do like the pet cat, I must admit. But yeah, I've kind of fallen in love with the game, and I did not anticipate such thing. I thought I'd just kind of go, okay, yeah, whatever. Because one of my colleagues pushed me into it.
Given that they've got 88,500 reviews, I think they're doing all right.
Yeah, 88,500 reviews, 83% positive.
And they're hitting all around, because only 48,000 are English reviews.
Yeah. It's global on that one. It's really impressive. And even if you check
everybody's loving it.
Yeah, if you even check the reviews here, the performance is not the best, while the graphics are nice, and they are stunning, I really must admit. Nice looking, you would expect more FPS. There is too much LED pop-ins. Also, the foliage is moving too all the time. Seems like the wind is blowing way too hard, way too distracting. 0.6 hours. And then you look at this guy. Lots to do, hard to choose. After 30 plus hours, things are making sense. Working to unlock sealed artifacts and such for my skill tree. Expect to spend a lot of time in this game. At 71-year-old, hope to finish the game while I'm still alive, lol. 370 hours.
I mean, hey, the guy's got nothing else to do. Why not?
71-year-old.
That's what we'd be doing.
Oh, yeah, heck yeah, we would. We'd be sat in the same nursing home, just like, oh, yeah, you look at this one. Because let's be honest, at 71, no one will want to fucking look after our asses.
Yeah.
You just get put into a fucking home and left, and we'll just sneak in PC parts.
We'll pay someone to pretend to be our grandson or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's the amount of people while scrolling, and this is the bit that I struggled to comprehend, because most games you don't see this, but while scrolling you barely see a positive review that has less than like 15 hours in game. And even if they did, you then see that they've like increased that drastically. Great game, 100% recommended, 100.2 hours. 161.7 hours. Wow, all I can say, these guys cooked. 10.2, positives, the world is large. Negatives, everything else. And yet everyone around you says otherwise. 100.8 hours. 90.9. 523.
Oh my god. That's been gaming.
Just to think, by the way, this has only been out for just nearly a month.
Yeah.
People love it though. Not gonna lie, the visual clarity is terrible. It's really not. Well, yeah, I use NVIDIA DLSS 4.5, not 4.0. But also, there's loads of people that show how to fix things like this. Yeah, remember that IGN placed Veilguard on the same level as Elden Ring? Do you know how badly rated this game actually was? What was that thing we always used to use now? I always forget the name of it.
Is that for the
Metacritic? Yeah, that's the one, Metacritic. I do also have one other thing I've got to show you about this game in a bit. So, let's look at the critic review, shall we? We'll look at them based on the PC, which, unfortunately, I must admit, it's one of the few games I've ever played that I can't get to grips with the PC controls, so I've had to plug in a controller.
No.
Even I was shocked.
No.
It's doable. It's just awkward at the moment, but they're adding a new system, part of the next update, which should be coming out the next day or so, where they're going to have PC and controller presets already put into the game, so it should make things a bit nicer.
The community have lost all respect for you.
I'm sure. So, where's IGN on this list?
Sure.
IGN Italy, 85. Let's just type IGN. It'll be much quicker. Never mind, it might not be. IGN Brazil, 85. IGN Benelux, 85. Yes. Okay, so where's actual IGN?
I thought this game was very poorly rated, Roy.
It was. That's what I found baffling. Because I remember, well, I mean, compared to some things, considering 70's classified as like, yeah, okay. Oh, there it is. Actual IGN, 60.
Do they honestly know anything?
No, not really. Not really at all.
We've seen them poorly rated, and then they turn out to be absolutely phenomenal, and they get thousands and sometimes tens of thousands of positive reviews.
Well, that's the thing. If I go to Veilguard, if I'm right, the IGN actually rated it really well.
Hey man, a broken clock is right twice a day, isn't that what they say?
Well, they were wrong about this one.
Oh, never mind then. That's not surprising.
No, they did. Wait, where are they? IGN Spain is a 90. I don't actually see proper IGN, but most of them rated it above a 75. So that's horrific and terrifying. But I've got one other thing I want to show you about this game. First, I've got to take it off the screen because what I want to show you, I think it'll be more interesting if I do it this way. So, well, this is the map for Crimson Desert.
Yeah.
All the white is accessible.
Mm-hmm.
This is the map of like all the sky islands that you can visit as well, and all that's accessible. Now I'm going to turn on all the items that all the things you can do on the game. You ready?
Right. One of these.
You ready?
Do we even get to see any of the map, or is it just covered in circles? Yeah, it's just covered in circles. Oh my god!
Just yeah.
Are you able to like mark them off once you've like done one? Like,
on
you
this?
click on it.
Yeah.
Now, if you on all things, if you click on it, can you like mark it that you've?
Yeah, you log in and then you can
track
it.
locations.
Yeah, That's how these.
You could just systematically go through it and slowly but surely get through absolutely everything.
Wait, what? What's this?
Oh.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, maybe that's in like places that you teleport.
Ah, yes, they will be. That explains it. I was gonna say, that just did not make sense. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, this is... Map Genie are pretty good. They do these for a lot of games. But yeah, just to give you a gist of how much there is to do in this game. Ironically, this is like the starting area. You can probably guess with the amount that's like there. And then as you get further away, it like cuts down the amount, but still has tons to fucking do. So
look in that little corner there.
Not down here or up top.
Bottom and top, to be honest.
Oh Jesus! Oh, there's a little town up here. Didn't know. So yeah, tons to do. Explains why people have got so many hundreds of out. Wait, there's somewhere here to go. Okay, good to know. But yeah, it explains why there's so much to do and why so many people have got so many hundreds of hours.
Yeah.
I mean, if I just turn on the strongholds to fight over, and when I say fight, you just slowly knock down a fucking completion bar. Starts at 100, you knock it down to 0 and destroy certain key objectives, and that eventually kills off the guys there. There's hundreds of them that you've got to fight your way through. There's ways to knock that number down before you get there and things, and you get, like, people who will help you out, but I like to just go into a place and slaughter. And this gives me that chance. I really enjoy that. It's fun. Murder is fun.
Always.
So if I just turn on quests, still quite a lot, and that's faction quests and main quests. That's excluding
500 quests.
Yeah, that's excluding any like little side missions from basic people.
Yeah,
you can't go wrong. 61 pets.
Things to do.
Oh yeah, skill learnings. Good to know. Yeah, sometimes one of the most interesting features I found in this game is I found that you don't always have to like. You don't have to spend a skill point on a skill sometimes. Sometimes if an enemy does the skill, you will learn how to do that skill.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a really cool feature that I've never seen used anywhere before. There was one other thing. I've just remembered this. Jesus Christ, I can't believe I forgot about it. The Nemesis system from Warner Brothers.
Is that the one where it learns from you? Or what?
Yeah. It's the one where the enemies learn from you and then they can become like your arch nemesis and can keep coming back to fuck you up and they'll get stronger if they kill you. Yeah, they're licensing it out. So we might actually start to see that system utilized properly again. I thought that was fantastic news when I read it. Mainly because there's very rarely any positive news out there. And you know what? That was like the best we got.
A lot of nice positives today.
Yeah, I thought you'd appreciate it for the first time back, you know?
It's a nice change.
Yeah, we had the little bit from Epic, which is a bit of a shit show, but at the end of the day, I think those people will end up a lot better off when they leave Epic completely. Honest opinion, personal opinion, it's just how I feel on the matter. I do think Epic have this issue of just thinking they're untouchable at times, and I think they need to get put in their place from time to time. But I do feel sad for the guys who are impacted by this, but
yeah, that is always unfortunate.
Yeah, the only other thing I can think that I've got to mention anyways, before we start rambling on other things, there was a game I came across called War Dogs. It's a basic shooter element style sort of thing. They're basically trying to be as fast-paced as Call of Duty, but also have elements of like armor and things in there.
Yeah.
But they've added a cash system, so everything like costs you. I didn't think it'd work well, but from what I've seen in the like trailers and stuff, it works pretty well. If you kill an ally, you will be charged about $3,000 of your cash.
Jesus.
You don't microtransaction to get more cash. You've just got to do well in a game.
Brilliant. Love to hear that.
Yeah. The other thing is, if you want skins and stuff, the way this will work is as follows. You've got skins and skills. Your money that you earn in cash in-game, at the end of a season, will be turned into gold bars. You can also buy gold bars at a random point, but it's a community-driven market. So it can fluctuate from low to high prices dependent. You choose when to buy in or when to cash out, your choice. But at the end of a season, they're automatically turned into gold bars, your money. and your money's reset for the next season. However, them gold bars can be used. They can be used to buy skills, which are permanent to your account, and they can also be used to buy cosmetics. So if you see someone with a cool cosmetic, you know they fucking worked for it. Bit like the old days of gaming, Will.
Yeah.
So
at least
yeah,
you don't just like lose all the gold you've earned, though. You can just go on a shopping spree on skills at the end of the wipe.
Exactly. And they're planning on this being like their whole system. And honestly, for something to like jump into a couple times a month, that sounds like a blast for me. I'd probably play it like a ton at first, and then I'd probably cut off. But then I'd be back on it every now and again and just go, yeah, I'll play a bit of this. Keep me coming back over time. And you've obviously got them people who are always like, yeah, I'll play a full fucking season because that's how I play. It's like, yeah, fair play, mate. Yeah. You do that. But then at the end of that season, you've got stuff that's going to work in your way, in your favour. I think it's a fantastic idea. It's very different from what I'd usually do. But it's also interesting that the money that's at cost to you is for your items that you're taking out, stuff like that. So staying alive longer is obviously worth it, but you earn more money from killing people, doing objectives, stuff like that. So you're going to earn it back. It's just a case of don't get fucking slaughtered, pretty much. But yeah, it's a pretty good premise, actually. I thought it was very interesting, and if anyone is interested, War Dogs does have a trailer out, and they should be starting up some betas at some point soon. You can join their Discord for more information on that. But anyways, that's what I had. So, Will, do you have anything you'd like to add, or would you like to ramble about anything in particular?
It's cringe how people play 20 deep in a video game.
It's cringe how people play what in a video game?
20 deep in a video game?
20 people. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
Fucking wild, man.
I can't name 20 people I know off the top of my head. Never mind fucking invite them to play and organise them to play a video game.
Could you imagine being in those calls on 20 guys?
Dude, I just got killed. So did I.
I think my brain would implode.
Oh, same. I would have an anxiety attack due to the amount of people shouting over each other. Oh, that's just... Yeah, I don't get how people can do that. I really don't. Some people I get are just like really sociable and everything else, but I think I'd go insane. Just being straight up, I would go fucking insane.
How many voices all talking at the same time, man?
Exactly. It doesn't make sense to me. It really does not make sense.
Like at this point, it's mostly me and some that play together, and then sometimes Alex joins, and the odd time RJ joins. And like with us four, it can sometimes be like a lot. And then you get like there's a couple others that like will join us from time to time, and it just gets so much in voice chat, man.
Oh, definitely. It's at that point that you like segment the group, isn't it? And you try and go, right, you guys jump in this call. If we ever need to talk, just put it in a chat. That'll work.
That'd be too much as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I can imagine. I don't mind it in like some sessions, like let's say playing Minecraft. If I had 20 people in a Minecraft server and I just had like VoIP on close range, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. No, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
But then again, do you know 20 people?
Look, I know over 20 people, I just can't name them. Mainly because my memory is awful and I don't think I've played online with 20 people in ages. I mean, you remember the size that my Discord used to be, the server I'm primarily using. I mean, just think about the last time you saw half them people online.
Yeah.
And not just that, the numbers fucking dropped drastically over the years.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I don't know the people to jump in with and stuff, so I just kind of do what I do, so to speak. But no, I think, to be honest as well, now that I've got this server set up that I was talking to you about, especially when I get better internet sorted in here, I'd be able to host...
your next priority, my friend.
That is indeed. That and my keyboard and mouse, because, I mean, you've seen my keyboard today. I was typing my password in.
Didn't pay attention to it.
Oh, do you remember when I was typing earlier and it typed 55? It double inputs or just misses inputs entirely.
You've got that going on.
Yeah, it's back again. But the other side of it is as well, I was typing my password in earlier, and because I have like a part of my password's like B0 and then like another B, at like one point in it. I can say that happily because my password is 57 characters fucking long. So fucking attempt it best you can, cunt. But it double typed the 0, so it just looked like I'd typed in boob. I'm just there like, no, it does not need 2 zeros. Stop. Honestly. You know what work they attempted to get me to use a password manager recently?
That's got to be the stupidest idea ever.
Yeah, I sat there and went, no, not happening. Why? This is a military-grade password encryption. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but I remember my password. That will not be as strong as my brain. Leave me be. I can remember this. It was a fun discussion with the head of fucking cyber.
I think easy things like those just aren't a great idea to begin with anyway.
Oh, yeah. Some of them are okay. That one's, like, really well in fucking encrypted. I've taken a look at it. It's really good, actually. But regular people can't get access to it. You've got to have it on corporate. So...
Lovely.
Yeah. But the other... what I was trying to say anyways is when things are set up properly... If we got a few people on the Discord, I'd be more than happy to run like community servers and stuff. I think that'd be a blast. Pick a game, host a server one day, and just go, right, guys, here you go. Password's this, join ahead. Or not even bother hosting with a password.
Yeah. I mean, who's going to start slapping shit in randomly to try and find servers?
Dave. Dave's a cunt. We always know this. The other cool thing that I found out I can do with this, I can actually make accounts for it. So, for example, you could connect to it remotely, load up, set up a server, and then it would host without me having to do a thing. Just random shit I've been working out. The only terrifying thing I did see is that I can host servers for games I do not want to host servers for. A certain game you play came under that list, and I went, no, I'm not touching that. Not with a 10-foot barge pole. That just sounds like a way to get screamed at by people for not moderating it properly. And I don't want to do that.
Rustoria, the people who do like the update, who like cover all the updates and stuff that they do. Apparently they made like over 5 million last year or something.
Doesn't shock me. That's Sir Winter, isn't it? Who's bought them out?
Couldn't tell you, but
pretty sure he did.
I personally don't care for watching it or anything like that.
Oh, have you stopped watching a lot of Rust? No.
I still watch the same people that I watch. I just the updates and stuff. I never really watch those. Some usually does.
Oh no, that guy doesn't really do the updates. He just plays.
Oh no, I never.
Oh, actually, Rustoria now is owned and operated by RJ Dowding Limited in the UK.
Don't know who that is either.
Not a fucking Scooby. Fair play to him though.
I mean, hey man, they're making 5 mil in a year.
Yeah, good money. Did I tell you about Gary Newman's next fucking project?
I don't think so.
Sandbox or S&Box.
It seems vaguely familiar, but I'm not certain.
It's basically the spiritual successor to Gary's Mod 2. To Gary's Mod. So the big thing about it, and the reason people are actually kind of intrigued, they got a licensing agreement from Valve for the Source Engine 2. Which no one else has got. The other key integral part of this is they're basically making it so you could make your own game in Sandbox and release it on Steam using the Source Engine 2, all within that game.
So it's a way of giving people access to the engine without giving them access to the engine.
Exactly. I think it's a good idea, realistically. But from what I've seen, people are able to do tons in it. From your typical Gary's Mod type stuff with fucking Dark RP, building shit, that sort of stuff, to some people have made a top-down like game where you can sort of kill enemies, a bit like Dota-esque sort of thing. There's theme park making games from like top-down, like fucking the old stuff that you could do. Yeah. There's all sorts. You can do absolutely tons in it. And it's like, you know what? If people utilize it properly as the tool it's meant to be, that should be great. And the greatest part that I'm bringing this up now is it releases in 8 days. On the 28th of April, it drops. So hopefully we can see some really good stuff.
How to count again.
Look, I'm reading Steam. It says this game plans to unlock in approximately 8 days. Leave me fucking be.
Right, because it's 8 days and whatever hours.
Yeah. Steam's been its funny bugger self, okay? Don't blame me for that one. Oh dear. But I've missed this. That once a week fucking catch up on the industry. It's been a while and I've missed it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's been great to come back and sit and talk about shit. And
yeah, it
have
was
a
great
laugh.
to come back and not just hear 17 different articles of bad news.
Yeah. And honestly, it was all pretty decent news as things went.
Yeah.
I can't whinge. Yeah, it's a good start back. As I said, if there's nothing week to week, we can just go and look back at things that we have missed over the last month, just to cover us up and eventually get to where we should be. I must admit, this episode will be a bit different to how we're going to be going forwards. It's just because we're getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
I had to reset my bloody OBS up this morning. I had no idea what was going on, so that was fun. It was interesting, but we're back. We're back, getting back into things. We'll be moving forwards from there. I think if today's anything to go by, it should be a damn good time.
We can but only hope. I would love for every week to be like this, but I know for a fact it's not.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get some more positive news. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but Meta, their VR department, it's all been closed down.
What?
Yeah, they've just decided to stop making games for VR.
Right then. Actually, speaking of, when you mentioned Sandbox, now you're back to VR again. Do we have any update from Beyond Sandbox? We're over halfway through April now, so...
That is a very good question indeed, my good man. And it's listed as coming soon on the Steam page. If I go onto the Discord here, let's take a look-see. Still supposed to be the 23rd of April, so it's supposed to be in 4 days. But there's a lot of silence.
Doesn't give hope.
No. And considering how quiet they're being on that matter, and they're just giving away keys, I find that very intriguing. I did watch their videos, though, because they uploaded a bunch of videos recently.
Yeah.
And basically we had people whinging that, oh, it's just an asset flip, it's this, it's that. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. We'll see when it releases, we'll go from there. The other part to it was their videos were showing off things from, months ago. So, you had adding gore to Sandbox, to Beyond Sandbox. That was interesting. But apparently it's been updated a lot since then. Because that video was recorded 9 months ago and only just uploaded recently. No idea why. But, yeah, so apparently there's going to be a lot more that's going to be there. But it's interesting to see, and we'll see as we go. But we'll keep an eye on it. Fingers crossed, by next week, it might be out.
Yeah.
If that's the case, amazing. Because you're back on VR, I'm back on VR. It's one of them things we'd be able to actually do. So, yeah, not too shabby.
It'd be nice.
But yes, that's everything, I think, for this week. Unless you've got anything else you'd like to add before we end it there, sir.
Nothing that I can think of.
No problems at all, my good man. In that case, thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and join the Discord that is within the description, because I don't want Will to kill me on the first time back. He would. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to return. We've both highly enjoyed it, and we hope to continue moving forward, so we will see you all next time.
Bye for now, guys. See you next week.